Hello, everyone. I'm here. 3 minutes late. I was looking for my little question jar. The bedroom is still not, or the guest room or my office. It's not still quite put back together yet. And why is that? Well, been busy doing other things. And it was a short week. So, yeah. But we are now in June, officially, June 5th. Happy June. Happy Pride Month. I'm doing okay. One of the things that I like about doing these Hello Mondays is that I'm showing up how I am that day. And I'm sure you can relate. You have different moods on different days. And I would say today my mood is very neutral. Can you have a neutral mood? I'm very much in a check it off the to-do list type mood. So I've been doing a lot of house chores, catching up from the weekend. On Saturday, Andrew and I went and had a picnic. There is an area here in the Southern Bay area. I don't know if it's considered the Baylands, but it's really where the San Francisco Bay. Hey, Jack. Good to see you. Thanks for joining today. Really ends here in the South Bay near San Jose. And we were really excited to go and check it out to see what the water levels were like with all the rain that we got over the winter and the spring. We wanted to see, because we've been there before, and it's been very dry, silted up. The vegetation that was there or is there was very brown. And so, yeah, we wanted to go back and check it out. And it is very different. I wouldn't say it's flooded by any means, but the grasses are definitely much greener. The water levels are definitely much higher. The boat launches that are there were not as steep. So that means, the water level had risen. And so, yeah, it was just really cool. It was a very warm day, unfortunately. So we didn't see much wildlife. I managed to see one squirrel. I think it was a squirrel that kind of dodged over the path. And quite a few birds. But other than that, not much. So that was our little Saturday outing, and it felt good to get out and get some rays. And then Sunday we had lunch with a friend. So hence why I've been kind of catching up today. And I really want to get back in the office. So, it's always something. I looked in the comments and I have finally caught up on all the comments, but I didn't see any new questions. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive in here and answer today's question. Wonder what it will be. Let's see here. Got a yellow one. Oh, I swear, the timing of these questions, they just happen this way. Very serendipitous at times. The question is, and I say this because let me preface. I am as politically active as my mental health will allow. So I read the news, I stay up on politics. I've always been this way since I first voted I think I first voted when I was 21, not 18. But I've always been civically minded. I love history. And so there's that. So the question today is, if you were offered the position of mayor of your city, would you take it? So, yeah, mayor of my city. Well, I like my city. I like living here. But I don't think I would. I don't think I want to, as much as I participate civically in politics. I vote. I've worked on campaigns. I read. I try to stay informed. Those to me are all civic engagements. I don't really have an interest in being in politics. I think politics itself today is actually I think it's aspirational, but I'm also a pragmatist, and I think it's very hard and can get very messy. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. And I am way too idealistic. And some people say, well, that's who we need in politics. And, and that's a good thing. But yeah, I think I just would not. I want to find, I enjoy giving of myself in other ways, volunteering, like I said, working on behalf of other people's campaigns. And I am feeling pretty good about, how my city's managed and where I live. And here's the other thing. So early in when I was working as a newspaper reporter for a small rural town in Wisconsin called Beaver Dam. Shout out in the comments if you've heard of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's about 45 minutes north of Madison. Well, my beat was crime and county government. And let me just tell you, I hated it. I mean, the crime wasn't so bad. Well, there wasn't really any violent crime to speak of. It was all, drug possessions, theft, things of that nature. I think the biggest story that broke when I was there was a DUI. Happened to be involved with a local council person, which ties into the politics. So the politics in that community was quite corrupt. But I can just remember at once a month I had to go cover the city council meetings, or there they were county council meetings. And wow, it was just, on the one hand, I want to say boring. Like, agenda items included things like repaving, municipal parking lots, and just, a lot of very kind of granular city and county council business. And that's why I say, if you really want to get a good up close look about what it's like to lead a community, whether it's a city, a county, a state, even a school district, go to a council meeting, go to a meeting, and look and learn and discover what's actually in the process. Don't just sit at home, read headlines, make assumptions. And look, I'm somewhat guilty of that too, right? I'm human. But I've also seen behind the curtain. I've been in those rooms. I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly. And it just gave me a perspective on participating in politics that way that I'm just not interested in. I think you get beholden to way too many groups, whether they're donors or not donors, and I think you lose yourself, and it kind of all becomes about just trying to get reelected, just trying to retain power, and that is just not anything what I'm about at all. So yeah, maybe key to the city for a day would be fun, but no, not mayor. Some people tell me when I get into conversations with friends and stuff, they're like, "Oh, you should run for office." I'm like, "Yeah, no way." But I take it as a compliment. So, yeah, thanks, Jack. Politics can be a dicey topic these days, right? But I always try to be as inclusive as possible. Try to put my biases and my blind spots out there, but also try to be inclusive and not make it them versus us. Not make it, because that's not going to help anything. We got to learn how to get along, right? So yeah, with that, I'm curious, Jack, how are you doing today? Type in the comments. Are you having a good day? How's Donna? If you don't mind sharing. Don't mean to put you on the spot there. Just excited to have somebody here. I refreshed my beverage. I've got my Friends cup here. Bought this as a treat for myself a while back. I love Friends, the show. I mean, I love Friends too, but I love the show. I enjoy pop culture in general. I should add to my list of get some more merch for pop culture stuff. I actually have a art print of Frasier quotes, so famous lines from the show Frasier. And I saw it online once and I loved it. And I asked Andrew, I'm like, would you mind if I bought this and hung it up? And we compromised that we could hang it in the bathroom, which actually is a pretty good place because, um, I mean, there's probably 50 some odd quotes on the print. And so when you're sitting there, instead of reading the Reader's Digest, I remind myself of some of the famous lines of that show. Let's see. I'm feeling better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hard breathing days. I know those. I know those very well. So do what you need to do to rest. Listen to your body. Andrew's doing well. He's over in the next office working. He works from home 2 days a week. 3 days a week. He goes in the office 2 days a week. So he's good. We both got a little bit too much sun out and about, but I put some lotion on his burn spots and he's feeling better. So thank you for asking. But yeah, on the breathing thing, I have a situation where it happened actually just yesterday. I get hypoxic pretty easily just because I don't have the lung capacity to hold a lot of air. And yesterday we were out and it got hot and I had just eaten. I mean, it was hot out, hotter than expected. Caught me off guard, the temperature outside, the weather. And I had just eaten and we were running some errands. Whew, my oxygen dipped, my heart rate soared. I was like, I made it through, but I had to come home and rest. And by rest, I mean lay down and get on my BiPAP machine to help give my lungs a break and reoxygenate my cells. I'm thankful, although I accept as maybe a one day reality, all you need to use supplemental oxygen. Supplemental oxygen. I used to in the past, and I've used it acutely throughout the years. If you don't know, hypoxia is where your blood oxygen is too low, and it's not healthy. And but all things being equal, if I'm feeling fine and I'm ventilating well and don't have any other external circumstances happening, I do just like sitting here. My oxygen level can stay. I'm at about 92 or 93, and they say anything over 90 is considered normal. But if you maintain less than 90, 88, 85, 84, it's not healthy, and you will feel sick, and I certainly feel sick. So when that happens, I kind of consider it my little gas tank. That's how I think about it. And so that's why at the end of the day, I mean, sometimes I'm out of gas, I'm tired, and I just need to rest. So I hope that you're getting the rest you need. I hope that, oh, no, that's fine. No worries. I use my phone audio too, and my sister uses it, and so I'm used to transcribing what it's saying. I know what you meant. Don't worry. Yeah. So, but with all that said, I think I'm going to wrap this. Because I have I need to go take Alton for his second walk, and then at 5:30 I have my final walk with me class, which is a thing at Stanford where I've paired up with a medical student, a first year medical student, to learn about and discuss patient centered care. So it is an elective for them, which means they want to be there and they're enjoying it. And thankfully, it's been virtual the past since the pandemic, it's been virtual. So I've continued to participate. It's very rewarding. And tonight's our final class. So I have to be back for that and be ready at the computer for that for 5:30. And then the last chore I need to do today is pick up dog poop. I know it's not very sexy or glamorous. Yeah, I hear you, Jack. I have a tendency to overdo it too. I always make a list longer than I can accomplish, and I just have to remember to be kind to myself. And if I don't get one day done today, I push to the next day. Um, yeah, I hear you on that. It's a common, I think, struggle for people who have health problems that um, I don't think gets talked about enough. That sometimes mentally, and even if you were more capable in a younger age or earlier in your life, you still think you should be able to keep up with that pace. Or, you friends or family may not understand, but it's a thing. So you just got to kind of do the best. I say I take it day by day, literally. And I say that a lot. And people ask me how I'm doing. I take it one day at a time. That's all you can do, right? So, yeah, any rate. But we have the yard people coming tomorrow. So I've been trying to kind of pace myself so I'll have the time and energy. And now with it staying lighter later, um, before it gets dark, I'll need to go out and pick up the yard. So they don't have to be around in that tomorrow when they come and do the mowing and pruning and all that. So, yeah. Anywho, this was fun. Thank you for joining me, Jack. Tell Donna I said hi. To everybody else watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Go ahead and leave more comments, more questions, and I will see you next Monday, if not before. I really, really, really want to get in the office and get some editing done. So, cross your fingers for me, and I will see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye.